All right, guys, Saturday, December 6th at about 9 o'clock in the morning. Cold out today, minus 17. Winter wonderland. Just clearing the snow because somebody is coming to pick this up, this flat deck. I sold it. I had it listed for about a day and it sold right away. I wasn't trying to sell it for full price, but I wanted to sell it and refine the design a little bit more and then tweak some things or whatever. So sold it, made some good money on it. They're gonna finish it up. Turns out this guy is kind of a truck restoration hobbyist guy, painter. So he's gonna, I guess, take care of all the painting and the final light install, marker lights and all that stuff. There's supposed to be marker lights up here, fuel filler neck there. I was gonna plumb this slip tank into the truck's tank. Already took off the license plate there, but I don't love the back design and I don't really love these round lights that I went with on this one. But I just kind of worked with what I could find easily around here and Amazon, things like that. So I might source like something different. I don't like the tail panels. I am happy with the side boxes and the fenders and all that. And then I'm gonna change up this deck structure to more extruded aluminum deck boards that kind of have some grip on them, and then hide this edge with a little bit of a profile so the deck boards are changeable if they ever get damaged or anything like that. And yeah, just clean up the back end here. I started winging it after a point, like with this tubing and stuff. It looks good, I think, but I want to get it dialed in so I end up with a product that I can market and sell at some of the dealers around here. I don't want to sell them personally, but I want to set up a few dealers that will carry these. And kind of gonna go more, I think, more towards the sled deck, flatbed type thing, and look at some more ideas regarding that. Get rid of the slip tank. I just had this, so I used it, but I don't think I'll do a slip tank like that. If I did do a slip tank, I'd do a narrow one in here, maybe like, I don't know, 100 liter or something. Not nearly as big as that. And also, I'm in the process of unbolting it here from the truck frame, and you can see I have it higher. I have it about 8-10 inches higher in the front, and that box there is flush now with the bottom of the cab, and actually it looks quite a bit better up higher. Like it's almost you know, waist high on me, a little bit higher than that. And I thought that would be a bad thing if it was so high. Got junk in the way here, but you can see there it's not perfectly level because it's just sitting on wood blocks right now, but it looks a lot better. The front sort of has a Cali lean to it, and I'm parked on top of some metal on the front right tire there, but I like it raised up. So I'll probably knock the headache rack down a few inches there and do the next one like this so it's a bit higher like that, because I like the look of that. That kind of matches the wheel well arch gap there, matches the front a little better in my opinion. And yeah, from the front I think it looks silly with it poking up way higher like that, but I'll fix that. I got the winter grill cover on here. It's pretty sweet. It was behind the seat when I bought this truck. So it's all, I don't know, it's that brand, but it just snaps on there and it actually works sweet. Block heater works good on this truck. It's firing right up on the cold days, no problem. So, and then I'm gonna start designing these mirror mounts and some West Coast mirrors. Nice billet CNC machine mirrors. So yeah, I'll give you one more quick look around. Had the pack out mounts in there, so you can click in a drawer set. The gasket's not finalized because I didn't want to gasket everything and then peel everything off for powder coating. So it's just to hold the spacer for the door gap when I was installing the hinges. So I had the right, because obviously this takes up some room. So you want your hinges to fit right. Otherwise it'll bind up on the bottom edge here. So yeah. Looking sweet in my opinion. Just looks way better up high like that. These are what I did on this one to U-bolt it to the frame because I needed such long U-bolts and everyone wanted like $100 a U-bolt, so I just kind of made some little U-channels out of stainless and stuff I had laying around here, but I'll probably do the next one a bit different. You can see that hooked under the frame, and then I had a top plate like that with a rubber pad under there, and that sits under here and you can tighten the bed down to the frame. And it was sitting on little hardwood blocks of wood, which I read is good. Plus, if you have stainless or aluminum sitting directly on a dissimilar metal like that, like steel, it will oxidize a lot faster and you'll get that powdery nasty finish on the aluminum that kind of fades it, and it's no matter what you do you can't clean it. So rubber or piece of wood or something is the best way. You don't want to really do direct metal on metal if you can help it. So up here I had plans for, you can see this little tab here, LED kind of a cube light there. And what else? If I do the other one similar to this, I won't have to notch this out like that because I'm not going to be using this tank. I don't think anyway, so we'll see. So yeah, the main things I'm not that happy with are just how I mounted the deck to the top. It was a lot of work because you have to drill and tap all these holes. These plates are expensive. This is 3/16 thick aluminum. So you need 2 of those, and you'd probably need 1 more. I got away with only 2 because the tank didn't need a plate under it. But here, I need to figure out what kind of gooseneck ball I can throw on that. So I don't know if that opening is big enough either for a gooseneck. It's about 12 inches wide and 10 inches tall. So I think that needs to be a bit bigger. I don't know. I've never run a gooseneck trailer, so if you know, let me know in the comment. And then yeah, like I said, these are okay, but they're more for kind of bump rails. They're not that useful for strapping. This is too big of a diameter to fit a normal strap around, like a ratchet strap, and it sucks to kind of weave it in through there. So I'll figure something else out on the next one. These they look okay, they look cool. It serves as kind of a gusset because it ties this box to this box. And the original idea was it was supposed to be kind of a footstep, but it's pretty far in there. Like, I guess it kind of works, but it's awkward. I think either, I don't know, like a logo cutout or a marker light. I don't really love having logos everywhere. I think that I used to do that a lot, but I think it kind of looks tacky if you got your logo all over everything. And the other thing I don't love, that honeycomb pattern. I thought I'd try it just because, you know, something different, but it's hard to see out of from the inside. Like, it kind of blocks your vision. It's too distracting, and it reflects light a little bit, and I just don't, it doesn't really fit in with the rest of it, in my opinion. So I'll probably just do like a simple, I don't know, rectangular grid or something like that. Nice and just straight rectangles. On the next one, I'd like to do this more squared off so I don't lose, it's from the top, it's angled like that. I don't want to lose so much deck because I want to do it for some sleds. So I might do some kind of pull out thing to get wider, or flip down for the sled ski to ride here. So if you got 2 sleds, that'll be pretty too wide almost for that. And then some kind of integrated ramping with a slide-in ramp that you can pull out and drive your sled up and hook it, locks in, so it's nice and sturdy and all that. That's just a footstep I had made from scrap metal, kicking around. I use it on my work van, but I took the hitch off here and I swapped them, but it's actually pretty handy to get up there. Then there's a ton of room up underneath. You can see how I have the wood spacing it up. So on the back here, I spaced it up about 3.5 inches from how you saw it in the last video. And on the front, it's spaced up about, I'd say 4.5, because it had a bit of a lean to it. But there's plenty of room for the ramps and possibly a rear winch. That'd be nice. Or just put the spare tire back under there. So all in all, pretty happy with it for first try. I didn't really waste a lot of material. Turned out okay. And I figured some things out. Figured out my machines a little better with the bending on these funky drip edges and all that. So I proved out the latches, how they work, and didn't really screw anything up there. The door, I'll do this a little different because I had to use these hinges because my door pocket wasn't deep enough for my door thickness, so I had to find these hinges that kind of offset the mounting height there. But I'd prefer to just use the same hinges everywhere rather than because those are like 16 bucks each. I don't want, these were a bit better deal because I could buy them in a big pack. So I'll figure that out. But yeah, a little bit, improve it, and then make another one. I'd like to see this thing powder coated or painted. I think it would look pretty sweet. The raw aluminum is okay, but it looks unfinished to me. So let me know what you think, if there's a need for any of this stuff. I'm also working on just putting these boxes together with the Milwaukee Packout base in here and selling these boxes on their own. So you could hang this under your own flatbed or any of these other boxes too. Like you could pretty much buy this line of boxes with fender and just hang it under your existing flatbed. So let me know what you think, if that's a good idea or if anyone is interested. We're in southern Alberta, so thanks guys for watching.